message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I don't know what I'm gonna say. 'Cause this is. So this video is a continuation of a previous one that I did about Shaper MIDI. I wanted to take Shaper MIDI and the uses of it to the next level. I wanted to see whether I could create a full track using just my voice as well as maybe a couple of drum samples. So now I'm going to create an audio track. I'm going to sync into it just quickly, and I'm just going to hum into it actually. Let's do that now. Right, so just a little basic sample there. Nothing special is happening. I'm going to now just create a MIDI track, and I'm going to insert Shaper MIDI into that MIDI track just there. Then I'm going to just take a couple of bars there, and I'm going to insert a MIDI clip, and then just double click on note F3 and just create a MIDI slice like that. And then I'm going to take this audio, drag that here into the track. That will basically wrap that audio into an instance of Simpler. Let's just consolidate that actually. Let's consolidate that sample and bring that sample into Simpler. It's better. And we'll just take a listen to how it sounds like now. I'm not expecting it to sound very good, to be honest. I'm just going to just start where the sample starts. And we want to just warp to Complex Pro, so it's just its original sound. That's it. And we're just going to click on loop, so it's just going to loop the whole thing. And we're going to click loop here, and it's just taking the default Shaper MIDI. Okay, now we're going to do the fun stuff, which is mapping. We're going to map the start position. So it's going to play between 0 and 100% of the start position. And it's just going to map the map it based on the shape here of the curve. So it's going to start at the top and move down. Okay, and we're going to just now bring this rate down to 60, just to hear what it sounds like. And we're going to do a bit more mapping now. So we're going to map the length. Let's just now start changing the starting position of the length and the start and the ending amounts. Okay, it still sounds a bit, crap, but we're going to click on map on the frequency button here, the filter button. It's going to oscillate between 1 and 100. So it's going to be quite wild sounding. We can just change some of the filter sounds. We just change the length, the starting and the length positions. We can even change the filter algorithms. I actually like MS2 quite a bit. Let's just map the resonance. And let's just try a few different shapes. We've got some shape templates here. Let's go with this one here that we selected earlier, but we're going to just have to reduce the rate a bit. Let's just smooth it out a little bit and reduce the depth. Let's bring the kick drum into play now. going to change the starting position. Now that I've got that sort of working there, I'm going to now expand the size of that loop. And I'm going to just duplicate that. So we've got the loop happening in two places. And I'm going to just pan the first loop to the right and pan the second loop to the left. The second loop will have much more higher frequencies. And I'm thinking with these, we're just going to have to, actually no, what I'm thinking with these, we're just going to go back and just change this back to the default. Now let's just bring a delay into play here. Just use a standard delay on the second one. Just going to sync this down, drive it down. And we just copy this again. We're going to just duplicate this audio again. And we're going to just bring this down a notch, and we're going to now change the warp to beats and transients. I'm just going to really bring down the envelope here. And just center this one again. Let's just do that. Reduce the sustain on that. Let's increase the voicing as well, up to 24. And reduce the filter to 12. We're just going back to the filter frequency. Going to take all four of them now and group them, and we're going to just bring in a sidechain delay. Sidechain, sorry, not delay. Now there's this really good free plugin called Valhalla Space Modular. Now let's just bring that in. There's all of these really great presets and all these really amazing modes. So for example, doubler. It's a wider effect. Let's bring that in before the kickstart. Now just bringing a top line drum loop in. Now I did lie actually. I think we will be bringing in a synth. I'm going to bring in a Diva synth. So I did lie about that. I just really want a nice bass line. So we just multi-core that. And I'm just going to go for one of these synthwave presets that I created. Just take a play. We're just going to uncheck delay compensation and click on the little keyboard thingy. Just select some of these. Now, if you guys actually want this is a free preset pack. If you want to download this, let me know. I haven't actually made it available publicly, but it is a pack I've been working on. Just bring that down. That's better. Now let's just see if we can put together a nice little bass line. Okay, let's do that. Control J. I'm just going to loop that now. Select everything and loop that together. I'm just going to bring a little percussion sound in. And just bring that, go to samples for that, and we'll just get some. Let's bring in some percussion loops here. This one will do. Anything will do. Basically, we can just change how that sounds. We just go to beats again, and we'll just reduce the transient. And let's bring in another delay. Wherever it is, there it is, auto filter delay. Just bring that against the percussion. Ping pong it. So I'm just going to unclick this little keyboard thing, and I'm going to press A to select automation. Now we've got this filter and width movement thing happening, and I'm wondering whether we can change, automate that. So filter and width. I don't actually think we can. Oh, here we go. Filter on, filter frequency. Here we go. So we can just change some of the filter frequency, and we'll just select that whole percussion loop there. And we're going to just use one of these sort of shapes here. And you can see that automatically moving now. And what's really cool now is we can just take this delay and we can put it any way we want. We can put it against the group. I don't know how that's going to sound, by the way. Now, because these samples are coming out of my voice, and even if they're not in tune, which I pretty much think that they're not, because the samples are coming out of my voice, whatever I sing is going to sound harmonic because it's my voice. It's going to come across in harmony with that sort of instrumental that's happening. So let's just let's now do the nasty piece of me singing. And I'm going to just simply create, we'll just invent any kind of vocal here. And let's just duplicate this so I've got a bit of space here for the singing. Now let's try, now I don't really know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and think of some lyrics as I go. So I'm just going to say anything that comes into my mind. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I don't know what I'm gonna say, yeah, because this is my song. Okay, so that will do, once again, it's just stuff I've made up off the top of my head. I want to sort of make sure that this warp is set to complex. It can be set to complex or complex pro. Just complex pro just gives you more options with the formant, which I like. I'm not really going to touch them, but you never know, you could just sort of mess with them a bit. I'm going to increase the gain because there's not a lot of gain coming out of my microphone there, and I'm going to just take that same, if I can find it, that same delay. I'm going to just apply it to my voice. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. What I'm gonna say, because this is my song. Let's bring a chorus ensemble onto the audio as well. Trying to get that extra width happening, really. And I'm also going to sort of add a little compressor there because just to flatten out the transients and just to get it a little bit louder. We'll just get an RMS. And then finally want to take the whole thing and just group all of it, and we want to use the Ableton's limiter. We'll just call it, we'll just use our own settings here. The limiter sort of glues everything together and just gives a more cohesive sound, but it can actually overly increase certain volumes that you didn't really notice before. Just duplicate that. So as you can see here, we're creating a song, which is kind of what I wanted to show you anyway. And with this vocal here, we can actually now increase the pitch. And we're just going to copy this, duplicate this vocal track, and I'm going to, if I can find it. Oh, I can't find it actually. I'm just going to copy this high pitch vocal to the to the lower bit. So we've got kind of the higher pitch in the background. And I'm going to duplicate that again, and I'm going to do this one at -12. There, that one has to be, we have to reduce the volume. We just don't want to hear it too much. Now, just in terms of arrangement, now you want to start changing some things. So what we can do is we could say, so arrangement is really about elimination, removing stuff. So we're going to start by, let's keep the kick, and I'm going to find that percussion sound, wherever it is. There it is, the percussion loop. So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove some of the audio that we had before. This one as well. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I'll just remove that one. Now we're just going to do a bit more vocal work here. So we're going to go inside this piece here, and I'm going to use my voice now as kind of to add some rhythmic texture to the second part of the sample. So let's just do that now. I'm just going to have that sort of rhythmic shit happening there. Let's just duplicate that 4 times. Just listen to it in isolation. I'm going to consolidate that, Control J, and we're going to keep this in beat mode. And in fact, we just might even reduce some of those transients. And I think that's out of tune a bit, so I'm going to just pitch it up. It's kind of floating in and out of tune. I could use Melodyne to straighten it out, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. And just get the gain a little bit high there. Actually, maybe I was right first time. No, I wasn't. Let's just go back and fix that. So just duplicate that a little bit more, and we're going to now go back. Oh, if I can find that delay again, wherever it is. Here it is. Let's bring that delay into play again. So one thing you can do is you can double the speed of this, so you can just press the divide button. So it's going to be twice as fast if you do that. And we just want to click loop, so we're going to just loop that through. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to add that here, just add a bit of variation. And just reduce that a bit. Now what we can do, and we can really have fun with this, as you can tell I'm having loads of fun, is we can just really get the percussion. So once that bit ends, we can kind of do this. Let's bring that in as well. I think we need side chain in there as well. And we need that free space modulator plugin. It's going to bring it in here. So we're going to automate that feedback. Just put a few spikes in there. And we can automate the manual. Whoops. Yep, there it is. I just need to do some automation there. This is so random. And let's just bring that bass back into play here as well. So I think it's just missing a bit of bass. Compressor for the bass. Just bring that in as well. I've got a message to send you. So I like that little bit at the end there where it says this is the song. If I can get to that bit. So just change just make sure that we get some kind of rhythm going in that sample loop, just duplicating it. So just gonna fix that up there. Remove all this stuff and whoops, what have I done? So I'm just gonna duplicate that little section there so it's rhythmic, and I'm just gonna reduce the gain a little bit and just change that to beat pro because it's rhythmic, it's going to be kind of like a beat now. So I maybe overdid that. Let's actually bring that back to Complex Pro. Let's go back to the delay that's there. I've got a message to send you. Switch off the delay. So I kind of like that little loop thing there. So I'm just going to copy the whole thing, just place it right at the beginning of the track. And just see how it sounds from the beginning. Just remove that top line as well. Just start the song with that little loop here. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Let's just try it again. Actually, let's remove that sample there. Because this is my song. 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 I've got a message to send you. I don't think that I'm gonna regret it. So this bit here, I'm going to remove quite a lot of the audio there. Just press delete, and I'm just going to retain just a little vocal. So this is you want to have some space, breathing space in between sections of the song. I don't know why that was pitched so high. Yeah, the chorus of the song was ruining a bit. At this point here, I'm looking for some clap loops, or results. Just take whatever I can find. We need loops though. We don't really need loops. Just let's Lithuanian bass clap. That'll do. That's a loop. Let's just bring that loop in right there. It's not actually a loop, isn't it? I thought it was. No problem. Let's just make our own loop. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We always have trouble finding that position for the loop. I think I found it. So we'll just duplicate that. I've got a message to... Famous last words. Can't get that stupid position right because it's got to be there. Let's try now. I've got a... It's better. Just duplicate that across. And we'll consolidate. So we have a clap sample. I've got a message. At this point here, I can use a multi-band compressor. There is one, Ableton does have one, but there is one that I prefer to use from FabFilters. It's just easier to use for me. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I don't know what I've got. At this stage here, things are starting to lag, and that's because I need to now start applying delay compression. There's just too many plugins now. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. Let's go back to the sample. Just increase the pitch. What's really funny is a lot of people are obsessed with changing the pitch of the kick to match the song's pitch. I'm actually more obsessed with the clap, getting the clap's pitch right. I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I don't know what I'm gonna say. 'Cause this is I've got a message to send you. I think that I'm gonna regret it. I don't know what I'm gonna say. 'Cause this is the song. Okay, so I think that's enough of the experiment today. I'm probably just going to delete the song. I'm just here really to have some fun. But I hope you guys picked something up from this video. There's no editing in this video. This is a completely live video. So I really apologize if there are some bits that have just gone too long or whatever. I just don't have time to do a lot of editing, but I still want to release some content. So really hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, add them to the comments. And until next time, have fun making music with Ableton. I've got a message to send you.